Dan Murphy's heading this way.
We'll be expecting him.
Whoa! Think we'll put up here for the night. Get out!
Are you sure that's really him?
I'm sure.
Then let's go. Don't make a move, Dan.
Andy!
Come on, let's go, Dan. We have to drive into town to buy a present for Margaret and Pat. Aren't you coming? What's the matter, dear?
Just had my nightmare, as usual.
You mustn't think about that anymore, Dan. We still have everything in the world to make us happy.
You're right, dear.
Of course. Andy, go and put on your coat.
No, I won't. Pop has to put on his first. Mama, I'll race you to the wagon. I bet you can't catch me.
There, I caught you.
Whoop. And now, up you go. Get out.
Whoa. Well, now, this is the place, Margaret. Close your eyes and don't open them till I tell you to. I've got a big surprise to show you. Whoa, now.
Is it all right? Can I open them?
Yes, you can open them.
Oh.
You like it?
Oh, it's simply marvelous, Pat. We'll be able to swim in the river. And that's where we'll put up the hen house. Oh. It's wonderful, Pat. I'm so happy.
You haven't told me if you like the way I painted it. Don't you like it?
How silly. It's beautiful. Of course I like it. Hello, Miriam.
Howdy, kid.
Hello.
That's a cute little house. All that's missing is the doll. I'd like to make you a present of the fringe to go around the roof.
Pat, don't waste time on it.
I understand. You don't want to see the nice little man get himself hurt. Is that it?
Howdy, Margaret.
Hello, Dan.
Is there something wrong?
No, thanks. It's not important.
How are things going, Pat?
Pretty good.
Well, what do you know? Look who's here, Charlie Castle. Stirring up trouble like always, aren't you?
Why didn't you let him take care of himself? I see. He's still a baby.
You're mighty sure of yourself, Charlie. You think that you can get yourself out of trouble by having your three brothers fight your battles? Well, you're wrong.
And you, what are you going to do about it, big talker?
I'll have to give you a good spanking if you don't get out of here. Beat it. And don't come back.
Maybe we're making a mistake in going unarmed.
No, we're doing the right thing, Pat. I told you before not to take any risks, otherwise you'll be on a road that can only lead to killing. Forget about it.
What do you think of it?
To tell you the truth, I've never seen anything like it. Tell me, when's the wedding?
In exactly 3 days.
Yeah, good.
You want to come in and see the inside?
Oh, no, please, not now. I'll see you some other time. We're going into town. We have to buy us some provisions. Andy, come on.
All right, Pop, in a minute.
Whoa there. Here we are. I'm going to step over to Alex's. You can do your shopping meanwhile.
Hey, Pop. I want to go with you.
Little boys like you, Andy, are not allowed inside a saloon. Run along with your mom.
Your father's right, Andy. See you later.
See you later, honey.
So long, Pop.
So long, son.
Just a minute, you big hero. I've been told you want to spank my brother Charlie. Why don't you try it first on me? You have the guts for it, don't you? Or I guess you don't. You got nothing to say because you don't have a pistol on you? Here's one.
It won't do you any good, boss. He's nothing but a yellow coward.
Or else he's really just a peaceful man and doesn't know how to shoot. It's very easy.
Hi. How are you, Alex? Draw me a beer.
What's going on, Dan? I saw you talking with the Castle brothers. What did they want?
I'll let you take one guess what they wanted. They think it's funny to start fights with people.
And what did you do?
Richard Marquis is a peaceful man.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Dan Murphy is dead once and for all, right?
Yeah, but the Castle brothers, they know the real truth. And before long, I'll have Rogers on my back. I just saw Pat and your daughter Margaret. They wanted me to see the new house.
What's he done to the house?
Well, I'll tell you. He painted it some color between yellow and orange, and just to break the monotony, he put a little green around the windows.
You mean the windows got green around them?
To tell the truth, I've never seen anything like it. I found it was just a little bit too pretty.
In other words, it was enough to make you sick. Well, after all, they're the ones who are going to have to live with it.
The wedding's 3 days from now.
Yes.
I believe it'll be necessary for me to wear a new suit.
You think I don't know it? I'll have to go through all our trunks and fish out my wedding suit.
It'll be a little tight for you, won't it?
On the contrary. But the good thing is, at least your children only get married once.
What's this? Nobody here? All right, then I'll drink up everything. Today it doesn't matter if I get drunk. I'll start it on this.
Just leave your money on the bar.
What's that? Huh? Hiya, boss. Getting ready for a party?
You're right, my friend. Today my daughter's getting married. Margaret, are you almost ready? You know Pat will be here pretty soon.
I'll be down in a minute, Pa.
Since this is such an important day, we must celebrate it, right?
You can drink whatever you want.
All this celebrating has dried up my throat.
Hurry, he's driving up right now. Your husband is here.
Hmm?
Here I am, Pa. Oh. Hello, Custer.
Hurry up, Margaret. The judge is standing around waiting for us.
You stay here till I come back.
Come on,
me?
Papa, let's go.
You can take my place.
Can I have anything I want?
Yes, anything you want.
Pat Davis, do you take this woman, Margaret Dixon, for your wife?
I do.
And you, Margaret Dixon, do you take this man, Pat Davis, for your husband?
I do.
In the name of the law and with the power vested in me, I hereby pronounce you man and wife. Well, now, what are you waiting for? You may kiss her.
With your permission, huh?
Have yourself something to drink, my friend.
Thanks, Alex.
Are you happy, kids?
Dad,
Where's Andy?
he's sleeping like an angel. Come on, let's dance.
Oh,
Come on, drink it.
Where are you going?
I told you to drink it. There, that's better. Don't look so sad, Charlie. This one here should be able to cheer you up. Leave her alone. All right. I'll give her a kiss for you.
No, leave me alone.
that's enough fooling around, Johnny. Let's get out of here.
Don't fall apart, Charlie. You know where we're heading for now? Right to the saloon. After all, we know the young newlyweds, so why not go over and congratulate them?
Yeah, why shouldn't we go over there?
I would like to tell you about a very strange thing that happened to me this morning.
You had a lot to drink, right?
That's right. And would you like to know just how much it cost me?
Not a red copper.
You know, that's right, too. You're right about everything goes on around here. I'm willing to bet anybody anything that this man must be the judge.
And you'd certainly win. You're good at guessing right, too, aren't you?
Sure, I'm smarter than anyone.
That's enough now. Go on outside and get yourself a little fresh air before you pass out and spend the night in the hoosecum. Go on.
Let's quit now, honey. This kind of dancing's not for me anymore.
That's not true, Dan. No one dances as well as you do.
I didn't know you were such a good dancer.
Neither did I.
Come on, Dan. I like to dance.
If you can stand it, I can.
Boys, look here, the lucky father.
What do you want here?
Mighty nice goings on.
How come they forgot us?
That's exactly what I don't understand, because we're certainly good customers, aren't we, Alex?
We dropped by to pay our congratulations to Margaret.
That's right, we did. Ah, you mean our pistols. Of course, Alex. We'll take them off. Sure does look like a nice party.
I'll be right back, dear. Could I have a beer if you don't mind?
Congratulations.
Get away from me, Charlie.
You're sure going to be sorry, Margaret. And your husband's going to be sorry, too.
Didn't I tell you to leave me alone before?
Now, you listen to me.
Keep your hands off her. Keep your hands off her, do you hear?
Stop it, Pat. Leave him alone. I don't want any fighting in here. Or you'll both be sorry for it. Now, you, Charlie, get out. Come on. Let's go. It's all over now.
I'm going to enjoy myself a little bit. Hey, you, play some music, you hear? Excuse me, can I have the honor of this dance?
Beat it.
I was speaking to this lady.
And I was speaking to you.
Well, let's see what she has to say.
Don't! Please don't! Dad!
Well, look here. Johnny Castle on the receiving end for a chase. I was sent by Sheriff Rogers to find Dan Murphy.
Get away from me. I'll take care of him for you.
Stop it, Johnny, and put away that pistol. You're going to have to sleep it off in the jug, Johnny. I think it'll do you good. Come on.
Guess we should light out of here. We'll wait for a better chance to get at him.
And you can be sure it'll come, too.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's not close the party on such a bad note. The incident is all over now. I invite you to go on enjoying yourself.
Alex is right. Let's you and me go have a drink.
Good idea.
Hey, listen, friend. I want to tell you something interesting that happened to me.
Tell me some other time.
Thank you very much.
Murphy. Do you remember me? Sure. A lot of time has gone by since we last saw each other.
What are you doing here?
I want to talk to you.
Go ahead.
No, alone.
Don't worry. I'll be right back.
Hey, Charlie. I want to tell you something very funny.
Go tell somebody else. I'm busy. Go and get yourself a drink.
Thanks, I will. But I gotta tell someone what happened to me.
Who told you where I was?
Someone who wanted to get his hands on that $10,000 reward.
You mean the Castle brothers, right?
Listen to me, Dan. I'm going to give you a way to square yourself with the law.
Is this another one of Roger's traps? It won't be so easy. You don't represent the law in this state.
I didn't come here for you, Dan. It's the kid that's going back with me.
What are you talking about?
That's the deal I'm supposed to offer. You hand over the boy to me, and Rogers will pay the reward as if you were dead.
I can't accept your deal.
Think it over, Dan. I'll give you until tomorrow.
They won't take him away. Andy will stay here.
Don't shout so, Dan. You might wake him.
I'll kill him if he tries to take Andy away from us. What kind of life will we have if we let him do it?
I don't know what to say. I don't want to think of it. You know I love him, but I think it might be necessary.
What?
Please try to understand me. It's for his own good, Dan. You know very well how much Andy means to me. And after Rogers killed that little boy, the truth is he became like...
That's enough!
You mustn't get excited, dear. I know. I know exactly what it is you're thinking. We've built a new life for ourselves, and we've tried to defend it the best we could. Yes, maybe it was out of selfishness. But it was wrong, and the thread that held it together was bound to snap sooner or later.
Those are only words, but Andy...
You know well enough that Andy's been dead for over 4 years now. Yes. And then we replaced him and fooled ourselves into thinking this boy was part of our lives. But there's the law, you know, which goes beyond all our personal feelings, beyond all our sentiments.
I took from him what he took from me.
I know that, Dan, and I understand completely. Andy has become just like our very own son, because he's only known us. And we've been like real parents, giving him all our affection because we had to make our sorrow easier to live with. But he's not our son. You and I know that he's the son of Sheriff Rogers.
That man killed our own son.
Well, then what do you want to do, Dan? Run away, perhaps? And where to? Time will pass, you'll see. And Andy will grow older. But the law will follow its due course and eventually take him from us.
Make one move and I'll kill you.
Custer. Come on. Let's go. Get down. Come on. Hey, Custer. This way. Good boy. That's it. Come on, Custer. Take it home. Here, Custer. Come on. Take it home. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Take it home. Don't get me dirty, Custer. Get off me. Tell me, Custer. What have you got to say about your beautiful mistress? Come on, you understand. You like her a lot, don't you? And she likes you very much. Margaret! Margaret!
What is it?
Custer just told me that he likes you.
Tell him that I like him, too.
Did you hear that, Custer? You have nothing to worry about. You know, it doesn't take much to make a man happy and contented. A wife who's very beautiful, a little house that was built with his own hands, and this good piece of ground to work. And a faithful dog. Margaret, it's true, isn't it, that we two don't need much?
What are you talking about, Pat? We don't need much for what?
In order to be happy.
Well, that depends.
Just between us men, Custer, I'm telling you that women don't understand a thing.
Hey there. Young fella. You know anyone in these parts called Dan Murphy?
No, there's nobody around here by that name.
Ah, now he goes by the name of Richard Markey.
If you follow the river for a mile or so, you'll come to his farm.
Thank you.
Margaret, I gotta go and talk to Dan.
Has something happened?
I'm not sure. But the stranger who rode into town yesterday was just here, and he knows his real name. He must be a lawman. I sent him on the long way around. I gotta warn Dan before he gets there. Howdy, Miriam.
Hello there, Pat.
Howdy, Dan.
Howdy, Pat. How you and Margaret doing?
We're all right. Listen, Dan, I don't know if it's important, but that stranger's riding out this way. Hey, what happened?
Nothing. Last night, I had a little visit from those four Castle brothers.
Would you like me to help you, Dan?
That's all right, Pat. Now, you better get going. In a few minutes, that stranger will be here.
So long, Dan.
So long. Andy?
I was giving the chickens something to eat, Pop. They were hungry. Yeah.
We're leaving.
Well, so long, Dan. Best of luck to you.
Thanks.
Are you ready, son?
You must learn to write very soon, Andy, so you can send us letters before long.
I will, Mama.
Now, kiss me goodbye. You know you're going to have to be good.
Of course he knows it. Goodbye, Andy.
When will you come to bring me home again, Papa?
Very soon, Andy. Very soon. I promise you.
Goodbye, honey.
Let's be going, Andy.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Andy.
So long, Pop.
Goodbye, Andy.
And don't forget, Dan, don't show yourself around too much. Take my advice.
Yeah!
Wait for me, Miriam. I want to see the sheriff.
I'm going right out to the house.
What happened to you, Dan?
The Castle brothers came to my house last night.
And what of it?
The four of them beat me up, Fred. And as the representative of the law, I expect you to arrest them.
On what charge?
On the charge of assault and armed violence for reasons of personal revenge.
Don't over-dramatize it. I'll warn them.
That's all?
What else do you want me to do to them?
Put them on trial.
I can try doing that if you want. But they're sure to deny every one of your charges. However, what you need is some other proof besides your own testimony.
My injuries aren't enough.
For me, they'd be enough.
I've come here to warn you. Up to now, I've paid no attention to all of that bragging and bullying. But from now on, things are going to be different.
Look, I'd be the first one who would want to finally put an end to all their law-breaking. If you bring me some proof that would hold up, I guarantee I'll arrest them tomorrow. You can take my word for it.
All right, Fred. You're no longer my sheriff. And you warn them. Andy was keeping me back, but Andy's just gone off on the stagecoach for a visit. Now everything's going to be different. You tell him that. Tell him not to get in my way anymore.
Take it easy, Dan. Everything will work itself out.
I'll see to that myself. You can be sure of it.
Look at what a pretty town this is, Andy. You'll see how much fun you'll have when you start going to school.
How far away is the school?
Down there. This gentleman's name is Rogers. He's the sheriff of this town. You're going to live with him.
Howdy.
You are...
Andy.
I hope you're going to like living with me, Andy.
My pop told me I'd like it.
What about him?
Seemed to be a changed man.
Why didn't you bring him in?
For a lot of good reasons, Rogers. First, I could have killed him, or else he could have killed me. In which case, the boy wouldn't be here with you now. It's better to close the account.
Para mí sigue pendiente.
Well, howdy. I expect people to be polite when I say howdy.
Get out of my way. Take your hand off me.
I see our boys learn to act more like a tough guy. Margaret doesn't like faces like that. But I think that I could manage to convince...
Get up.
Come with me, Alex. Come along now.
Slim.
Who did it? Tell me who did it, you hear? He was just having a little argument with Pat when Alex up and shot him in the back. Why didn't you stop him, you fool? What good are you letting him kill Charlie that way?
I was too late. Charlie was dead already. There was nothing I could do, I swear it.
I'm gonna kill that Alex! I am gonna kill him!
Let's go, boys. Hey, you. Where's Alex?
He and Pat have both been locked up by the sheriff for killing Charlie.
What do we do now?
I just got me an idea. Let's get moving.
Come on, Fred. Let me at least warn Margaret. She's alone in the house and doesn't know a thing about what's happened. I give you my word, I'll come right back.
Listen to me, boy. If I keep you in here, you know I'm doing it for your own good. Revenge can be a mighty ugly business, especially when we're dealing with a pack of killers like the Castles. I know for a fact you're not one bit responsible for the murder of Charlie.
Then you mean that I'm free to go now?
Except that I advise you not to leave for a while, at least for a day or two until things calm down.
Thank you for your advice, but I've got to get home. I'll be back tomorrow, Alex. I'm terribly sorry you're in a spot like this on account of me.
It was the right thing to do. Go on home now, son. Go home to Margaret. She'll be worried about you.
You're right, I'll hurry. What'll happen, Sheriff?
Only the judge can tell you that for sure, but after all, considering the circumstances, I don't think you'll be too tough on him.
Do you hear that? Everything will be all right.
Let's get out of here now. Come on.
Margaret! 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 Oh, Margaret. Oh, my God.
Dan?
What is it, Miriam?
Looks like there's a fire.
Hey, that might be Pat's house. I better go see what's happened.
Slim. Fred, go open up the door.
I've got you covered, Fred. So you better not try anything funny. It won't do you any good.
Now be careful, Johnny. You're going to be sorry if you do this.
This man here killed my kid brother.
The law will decide how to handle it. That is, if it really was murder.
I'm the only law around here now.
Watch out!
Wait a minute.
No!
Johnny, don't do this to me. Let me out of here. Please, I beg you, Johnny. You gotta let me out of here. You can't let me die like this, Johnny. Dirty cowards. Oh.
You want to get out? Well, here's the key.
Stay here and listen to me. Remember what I say. I'll pay you back for this. I swear I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Oh. There's a fire in the sheriff's office. Come on, quick.
Oh! The jailhouse is on fire. Round up some more people.
Who did it? There he is! Don't shoot!
Dan,
It's bitter cold outside. What are you doing out of bed
what
at this
happened
time?
over there?
Pat, Margaret, and Alex have been killed.
Oh, my God. Who did it, Dan?
It's the work of the Castle brothers. There's not the slightest doubt in my mind about it. They made people think they shot Alex because he was trying to escape from jail.
But why poor Margaret and Pat?
That's what I'm going to find out soon.
What are you thinking of doing? Oh, Dan, please, don't do anything. Don't get mixed up in this. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Don't worry about me. Go to bed, dear. You're tired.
And you, what are you going to do, Dan?
Don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to me.
Davy!
What do you want?
You gotta ride into town. We need more wire.
Okay, I'll go right away.
I'm going back to the ranch for a minute. You stay here.
All right. Get down off there.
Why? What do you want from me?
I've got a little reward for you, Davy, for the good work you did last night. Get down.
I don't have my gun.
Pat didn't either.
I don't know what you're talking about, partner.
Henry. This gun's now unloaded. And this one has one bullet. Only one. I'm gonna give you a chance. It's a sort of a game. You'll see. Now, you take these, Henry. And you make your choice. One or the other. Whenever you're ready. Come a little closer. You're a bad shot. And even if you're lucky, you've only got one bullet. Don't get nervous now. You still have 2 more chances.
Pat and Alex killed my brother Charlie. They deserve to die, I'm telling you.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa there. Hey, boss! Come here! Boss, they killed Davy.
You stay here, Cap. Tell Slim to come into town right away. Don't make a sound. Now, where's Dan?
He had to go away this morning.
Go on in the house. Call him in.
I just told you he's not here.
All right. Then we'll wait for him.
Who you looking for? Easy, I'm not armed.
Where's Johnny and Slim?
What do you want to know that for?
Tell me where they are.
You better beat it down before I lose my temper, you hear?
Don't force me to kill you, Cap.
I don't think you got the guts to use that 6-shooter. All right, I was only joking.
Johnny had to ride down into town, and Slim is doing some work over in the corral. He'll be back in a while, and I'm going to have to give him some bad news. And I advise you not to be around when he gets here. He's going to be mad. Johnny rode off into town to find out who killed his brother Davy. Was it you?
You want to know who did it? It was me. I didn't come here to shoot him. It was you that I was coming after. I have to pay you back for what you did last night.
Stay where you are. Don't try to warn him. You'll only force me to have to kill you.
Get out of the way, Miriam!
Andy! Hi there, Andy!
Hi!
Leave your colt alone now. Put him with the others. What you doing, Andy?
I'm trying to teach him how to gallop, but he won't.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
And what have you named your horse?
Custer, it's the name of a dog of a friend of mine.
Ah, that's a real nice name he's got. Does he obey you?
Sure, 'cause I know how to handle horses.
Andy, in a few days you're going to start in at school.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to start going, 'cause then I'll begin to learn how to write.
Sure.
Mr. Rogers, do you know when my father's coming to take me home?
Very soon. Very soon, Andy.
I hate it when it rains. I never was able to understand why you once told me that without rain, mankind would have a smaller portion of happiness. I don't think there's anything in the world that's any sadder. That noise must have come from the barn. Put something on, Dan. Don't go out like that.
Happy now?
What's the matter, Dan?
What do you think's the matter?
Let's go away from here, Dan. Let's go away. This house is much too full of memories for us. Oh, help me, Dan. I'll do everything that I can to make you forget, but you've got to help me.
I want Andy back, and I'll get him back if I have to kill Rogers.
Hey, bartender. Where you been hiding all this time? Give me another bottle, you hear? You're too used to this bunch of sheep around here.
Can I sit in the game?
You? Why are you leaving? Do I have the plague? Get out of here. Well, do I have the plague? Why don't you answer? Why are you waiting up for me?
You're soaking wet, Dad. I'll get you something to dry yourself with.
I'm fed up with your complaining.
Dan.
Yes, I'm drunk. And I'm soaking wet, so what? A man has a right to get drunk. Why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? And if I'm drunk, it's your own fault.
For mercy's sake, Dan.
Dan, shut up! know, Andy isn't here anymore because of you. You and your crying. I'm fed up with it. You made me give him away. Andy wouldn't have been happy with us. If Rogers wanted him back, he should have come here himself. I swear if he had, he would never have gotten him. The things aren't going to go on this way. If I can help it. And you still want to know why I got drunk? Leave me alone, Miriam, for God's sake. Miriam. 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 Hey, George. Have you seen my wife?
Yeah, she was in here this morning.
Did she say anything?
No, she only bought a couple of things, that's all. Oh, yeah, now I remember, Dan. After that, I saw her at the post house waiting for the stagecoach.
Thanks. Say, Tom, was my wife here?
Yep, she was, Dan, but she left on the morning stagecoach.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're the only one who can help us.
I don't see how, and I don't know why.
Let him come and visit him. Dan simply must see Andy.
As far as the law is concerned, Dan Murphy's dead.
But you're still the law here. Try to understand why I'm asking you this, Mr. Rogers. I came all the way here to beg you, to ask you one more time to have some pity for us. I don't want to have to remind you that you were the one who killed our son.
An accident that has made me suffer more than you can imagine.
Accident or not, no one can bring him back to me.
I tore up the warrant for your husband's capture. But if he shows up, I'll arrest him.
You can't have a little pity for anyone, is that right? Because you've gotten back your son. You forget how other people may feel who haven't gotten back theirs. But God will punish you.
Mac, get her out of here. Get her out of here before I have to arrest her.
Come along, Miss Murphy.
You'll see, God will punish you. Andy will never be a real son to you.
Make her shut up.
Come along now.
Richard!
Yes, Mr. Rogers?
Set up a 24-hour watch on both roads leading into town. I feel sure that it won't be too long before we can expect a visit from Dan Murphy. What's up, Richard?
Dan Murphy's on his way here.
Get all the men together. Make it quick. We'll be waiting for him at the ranch.
Hey, friend.
You talking to me?
Can you tell me where the sheriff is?
I can't say for sure, partner, but he may be out at his ranch. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, thanks.
Adios.
Andy.
Go on, Andy. Tomorrow I'll come back and see you again.
And Papa, too?
Yes, and Papa, too. He'll come as well.
Andy! Come over here. You looking for me? And I've been looking for you, too, for a long time.
Then we're both lucky, aren't we? And I'm giving you the chance to settle your account with me.
Throw away your guns, Dan. That's a warning, you hear?
You're gonna have to take them from me.
I'm giving you this chance for your own good, Dan. And this is going to be the only chance you'll ever get. Don't try to go against the law again.
You're feeling very sure of yourself. But you weren't quite so sure of yourself when you shot that bullet into my little boy, were you?
Now I'm trying to make up for it by saving your life.
And I'm gonna finish your life if it's the last thing I do.
Throw down your gun.
Andy, don't come out.